Good afternoon and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whaler Athletics. I am Chris Morris alongside Sean Davis, who will be your eyes on the field this afternoon. And what a beautiful day for lacrosse we have coming to you live from Vito Capizzo Stadium as the Varsity boys lacrosse team plays host to the Titans from Pembroke High School. And we've got a double header, so lock on in, Whalers Nation. We've got the girls varsity following this against Falmouth, but we are very excited to be bringing you today's matchup as the Whalers come in at 3-6 overall, but have played a very challenging and tough schedule up to and including their first game against these same Pembroke Titans off island, an 8-4 loss. But Coach Aloisi has seen a vast improvement in both the defensive and offensive sides of things, so we're looking forward to a fantastic matchup as we look for George Boucher to have another fantastic game coming off a 14-save performance against Falmouth. Ultimately a loss, but a great game, 7-6, as some of you folks watched right here on Thursday afternoon. Again, thank you very much for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. We're off to a furious start here, thanks to our sponsors, the Nantucket Golf Club and Golf Club Foundation, for being supporters of the Nantucket Sports Connection and Whaler Athletics, and of course, the Nantucket Booster Club, doing great work for Nantucket student athletes for over 60 years. And here it is, Cole Evans ready to get on the draw as we're ready to bring you about 4.5 hours of lacrosse here on the NSC. Cole Evans battling. And it will be Evans ultimately winning the draw. Oh, what a great little play. It's those kind of efforts that get things going. The behind the back off the Pembroke player, and it'll be Blois bringing it in for the Whalers' first possession of the game. He took advantage against Falmouth and blasted through the middle and was able to score and put the Whalers up. Whalers had a 4-2 lead in the second quarter. At halftime, and unfortunately fell victim to that second half lull that this team has had, and it'll be Bodden looking to make a move. Makes a move to his left. He is left-handed, poked away. Recovered nicely. Cosmo Tedeschi, who's coming off a 1-goal performance against Falmouth. Behind the net. Chambers makes a move. Leading scorer for Nantucket loses it. Scrum ensues, and a nice pickup by Sean Murphy, who is a do-it-all for Coach Sam Aloisi here. Aggressive defender. And as you can see, makes nice moves. Oh, that's a penalty flag down. That's the first of the game, as Pembroke was a little too aggressive. Play continues along. Blois in the middle of 3 defenders. And now Chambers battles after it. And that'll be the whistle to stop play. And our first penalty of the game at 10:02 here in the first quarter of play. No score, but the Whalers will have a man advantage on the push. It'll be a 30-second power play. Michael Culkins, who has been inserted into this power play, and also saw some time late in the game as the Whalers were trying to score to tie it up against Falmouth. A great game, as, again, some of you saw here on Thursday afternoon. Here's a shot, deflected out. Tedeschi and Murphy back there to save the possession. Chambers with a low shot to score! Bounced it right in front of the goaltender. and found the net as he adds to his team leading totals. 26th goal of the season. And Whalers once again draw first blood. That's the third game that we've seen that they have scored first and play with the lead. Cole Evans, another win, but a turnover off the pass. So a rare error by Cole Evans. And as you can see, big dude playing goalie for Pembroke. But as Coach Sylvia noted, you got to make him move a little bit. And there is opportunity. That's James Stone, junior goalie for Pembroke. And they will have their first. Maybe I mispronounced Aloisi again. I apologize. And I do apologize to the Boucher family because I've been mispronouncing George Boucher's last name as well. That will not happen again. So we're learning as we go here, folks. Pembroke with their first offensive threat here as teams are back at full strength after the Whalers were able to take advantage of the power play to score the first goal of the game. Pass goes off the goal post and will be corralled quickly as Pembroke continues the attack. Tipped away. And that's Griffin Starr with a nice defensive play for the Whalers. He'll get it back and advanced by Boucher. Nice catch by Starr on the run. And he will look to advance it into the attacking zone and get it set up for the Whalers. And there's another flag. That's going to be too physical again against Pembroke. Looks like Brendan Kanya, sophomore defenseman, called for 30-second penalty. So once again, the Whalers will have a player advantage. They've already scored one on the power play. Nice little give and go. Gets things set up, gets some motion. Here's a shot by Bodden. Just wide. Had some space. Unable to find the lower corner. Coach Aloisi calls out the same play. Chambers. Bodden loses it momentarily. And there's another whistle, and that'll be a stoppage. But just a minor infraction. So the penalty has expunged, and it's teams at full strength once again. So Whalers unable to take advantage of their second penalty opportunity, power play opportunity. Here's Calkins looking to get things set up. Resets it back to Bodden. 6:41 in a very fast-moving first quarter of play. Back behind the net, quick passing, Tedeschi. Oh, nice catch off the ground there by Cole Chambers. Looking for a give and go, but nobody home. Calkins. And Bodden now gets it set up. Do a little switch, makes a move, spin, and loses the ball. So good defense by Pembroke on that play, on that possession. And they'll take over at 5 minutes, 50 seconds left 1-0 our score. Nantucket with the lead. Loose ball. Picked up quickly. Here's an opportunity. Murphy in front. Oh, shot save. Actually, it looked like a pass to Knapp and went all the way through. Nice reaction by the Pembroke goalie. And James Stone, who is a big rock in goal for Pembroke. And they will now get it going. Pembroke, of course, plays out of the Patriot League, and they are in Division 3, so another school that's a step up in divisions. They are tournament ranked, coming in at 14th overall in Division 3. And they play a very tough schedule, including their last game against perennial powerhouse Scituate. They got handled pretty easily, 20-4. But again, Scituate is a Division 2 team and a very, very good squad. Good defense, double team. Still got some room. Shot goes low. Boucher was there. Shot goes wide. That's Andrew Williams, senior midfielder for Pembroke, trying to battle through three defenders for Nantucket. And the clock continues to roll here in the first quarter. Just over 4 minutes left. 1-0 our score. Whalers with the lead. Williams surveys. Murphy handling him on defense. Fake flip. Williams looks for a low shot, deflected and gobbled up by Boucher. And a little smack talking on the way out as Murphy able to get there. Blois with some free space gets it into the attack zone for the Whalers. Nice clear. Shane Hanlon in on the offensive attack for the Whalers. Along with Bodden, Blois, Chambers, Tedeschi, and Camden Knapp, who's got it behind the net. Off Tedeschi's stick and gobbled up by the Pembroke defenseman. So another empty possession. Brendan Kanya again on defense. Nice pass to midfield. Deflected by Chambers. Here's a loose ball. Knapp unable to get it cleanly. And a whistle. So minor infraction, and Blois puts it into Bodden. We've got a nice little flying friend in front of us. And they're going to get it set up and see if Blois can make some space, and he does. Pass in front, shot. Tried a little touch pass. That went high and wide. Murphy, it was open momentarily, but Pembroke will take over on the turnover. Just over 2 minutes to play here in a 1-0 game. So low scoring thus far as Stone looks to put it in play here. Pass to midfield. And Pembroke on the attack. Shot well wide. That was Will Johnson, sophomore, with the shot for Pembroke. And it looks like the Whalers called timeout. With 1:55 to play here in the first quarter. Low scoring affair. Nantucket up 1-0. And we'll take a moment here, and again, thank you very much to our incredible sponsors, the Nantucket Booster Club, Nantucket Golf Club, and the Golf Club Foundation. We are in a timeout right here. First quarter of play. As you can see, some strategy being discussed here. But thus far, a very good defensive game. Both goalies have been active with a couple saves each. And Nantucket has taken advantage of one of their 2 power plays. A couple of 30-second power play advantages. And have looked very good on defense. In fact, played very good defense over the last 3 games. Again, that 7-6 loss to Falmouth right here on Thursday. Coach Aloisi was very happy with both the effort on the defensive and offensive side, but specifically on the defensive side, as they held a very good team to just 7 goals. And that is a little below what they are giving up per game. And really, we're 1 play away from sending that thing into overtime and possibly coming away with a win against a Division II team and a tournament-ranked team as well. So everything points in the right direction for the Whalers despite the 3-6 record. They have played very good competition and will be game-tested come tournament time. Personally, I'm just hoping they stay in the top 16 so we get to see them here for the tournament game. And they are right on the cusp right now. They were ranked 11th as of yesterday's MIAA Division IV Power Rankings. So a win here today would go a long way to bringing that ranking up a little bit and solidifying a home tournament game. Another good run by Williams for Pembroke. Casp guarding him, man to man. Over to Kanya. Ball's loose. Casp grabs it and gets hammered from behind, but holds on to it. Blast through 2 Pembroke players and will get it across the attack zone, and the Whalers can reset here and get things set up offensively. Nice play by Jeremy Casp on defense. Shot in front, deflected. Stones it. There you go. An infraction on Nantucket. It'll be Pembroke gaining possession. We are under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Low-scoring affair. Oh, nice hit. And that'll be delay on Nantucket. So nice play by Sean Murphy. No surprise there. He'll sprint it up. Flip it over to Hanlon, who loses it momentarily. Scooped up by Chambers. Chambers got a nice little pass to Bodden, who puts a shot in. Deflects off the goalie, and it'll be Bodden retaining possession for the Whalers. 30 seconds left. Let's see if the Whalers can get another one here before the end of the first quarter. Bodden makes a nice move, and we'll reset things. Chambers over to Tedeschi. Whalers look a little unorganized. Tedeschi trying to make a move. Shot goes low. Stone grabs it initially and able to gobble it up. 4 seconds. Not sure if Pembroke's going to get anything. They try a deep pass. And there's the horn to end a low-scoring first quarter. Just 1 goal scored by the Whalers. And Pembroke unable to get in the offensive attack and take advantage of possessions, and they have been far and few between, so the Whalers have done a fantastic job thus far. Cole Chambers, go figure, the goal scorer for the Whalers. He adds to his team leading totals. And we'll take a minute here and come back to Vito Capizzo Stadium, where the Whalers are up 1-0 here in our first of 2 games on the Nantucket Sports Connection.
out to Perry for three. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Whalers streak ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post. The clear Whalers shot. Save! Paul Allen! Base 2-1. Puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyce! Front. Gotta score! Pekarczyk was able to lift it up above LaBelle. Third dribble. Pass. Quincy Sullivan with a good looking shot and hits. Gets in and scores! Halleck denies. Halleck denies again. Shot saved. Griffin Star.
We'd like to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium, where the Whalers hold a 1-0 lead here, just about underway with the second quarter draw. Cole Evans with another win on the draw control. And the Whalers will get possession as Blois gets it set up. Baden switches in as Cole Evans does his duty. Blois dances around as the Whalers are able to call out the play, and over to Chambers it goes behind the net. As you can see, some fog rolling in. It'll be sunny and foggy, a gray lady day here on Nantucket, but a beautiful day for lacrosse. And we are happy that you are joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Athletics, Spring Sports Edition. Blois makes a nice power move, unable to keep control. Pembroke looks for the clear. Chambers with a double. Up to Williams, and Williams will get on the advance. Murphy chases along with Baden, but it'll be Pembroke on the turnover. Low shot. Floats through the zone. Boucher was there, but save not registered as the shot went wide. Pembroke controls down 1-0 here. Second quarter of play, just underway. Another high shot, wide of the goal. I believe that was sophomore Brandon Perry with the shot from the side of the goal for Pembroke, number 6. Nate Holmers passes it up to Williams, who looks to make an individual move. Double teamed, low shot, and it finds the net. Boucher was there, but somehow sneaks by, and Williams puts Pembroke on the board. As they got things set up there in that 1-4-1. Mumbo is what Coach Aloisi called that one. And the Whalers unable to stop that low shot from getting through into the goal. Loose draw. Oh, nice play by Evans to blast it loose again. And it'll be Whalers with the draw control. Just over 10 minutes left to play here in the first half. We are tied at 1. Off Baden's stick and picked up by Pembroke. They've got some numbers. But a flag, as that'll be too aggressive by Makai Baden. Could be a minute on that one, as he was looking to nudge the player out. Just a 30-second push on Baden, so it'll be Pembroke's first power play opportunity, looking to now take the lead. They've already scored once in the quarter. Williams puts it in. Baden annoying at the top of the zone. can you? And a misplay. And that should be Whaler ball. So nice defense on the PK. Just 4 seconds left on the advantage. Whalers will look to clear. And the teams are back at full strength as the Whalers get Jack Halleck into the mix. His first minutes. He did not play a lot of minutes in the last game against Falmouth as well. As Justin Rothke gains the possession. And here's Caden Shea avoiding a couple of Pembroke players at the top of the zone while the Whalers can get things set up. Chambers now over to Knapp, around to Hanlon, and Chambers will get it at the top of the zone. Knapp with Hanlon cutting through. Again, Whalers in no rush with some nice exterior passing. Tedeschi passes it into Halleck, who catches it in some traffic, but unable to get a shot off. Looking to make a power move. Low shot goes through, and it will remain Nantucket ball. Chambers able to save the possession behind the net. Chambers surveying. Tedeschi. Top of the zone, Hanlon loses it. And offside over and back there. Nice try by Justin Zadroga. Unable to save the possession for the Whalers. Pembroke gets it. 7 minutes, 10 seconds and counting here in the first half. We are tied at 1 from Vito Capizzo Stadium. No surprise that this is a close game. Loses it. Nice play on defense by Caden Shea. And he's able to pick it up and get possession for the Whalers. Great individual defensive play. Shea looking to turn it into offense. Quick shot, saved by Stone. Pembroke back the other way. Williams, who is atoned for the lone goal for Pembroke. Chambers aggravates. And the clear goes through. Here's an opportunity. Tedeschi. Shot saved. Stone with the stick. Still loose. And should be Nantucket possession, so they at least get the possession. Tedeschi will turn it in, but another point-blank shot by Tedeschi that is unable to find the net. But a nice defense into offense there by the Whalers. Knapp behind the net. Will trade places with Tedeschi. And the Whalers will get the play called out. Murphy. Knapp with some space. Over to Halleck. Halleck makes a nice move. Pass in front. Oh, scoop shot by Tedeschi, unable to get the net. Great little play, though. Nice catch by Tedeschi. His underhanded shot, unable to find the net. But a good play. We remain tied at 1. Pembroke looks to get the clear. Pass, ball loose. And with 5:16 left in the first half, Pembroke is in the attack zone, looking to take their first lead. Brandon Perry tipped in front. Nice play by Boucher to snag it with the goalie stick. And Murphy to midfield. Zadroga on the run. Pass goes wide. And a turnover on the Whalers. Kroon puts it in to Stone, the goalie, as they look to get the clear and advance. Play comes in, nice sneaky play by Tedeschi, almost gets it away from the goalie. And here's Kroon for Pembroke with that large stick, and the whistle stops play. Time expired on their advance. Have to get it in the attack zone within 20 seconds. And here's Murphy to put it in for Nantucket. Just over 4 minutes to play here in the first half, tied at 1. Thanks for watching the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Lacrosse. Oh, near point blank shot. And Pembroke looking for the clear here. Nice, annoying defense here at midfield by the Whalers. And Pembroke able to get it across. Quick shot. Boucher up to the task. Gets a little piece, and that's all it took to send it wide. That's Birolini, Anthony Birolini with the point blank shot, number 37 for Pembroke. 3:30 and counting here in the first half. Low shot goes wide. Pembroke keeps possession. Again, Brandon Kanya with another shot. Pass goes through, and Boucher able to grab it once again. So once again, great goaltending by Nantucket. And a deep pass, overplayed. Chambers gives it a chase. And it'll be White. That's Nantucket with possession. Now the Whalers looking to take advantage and regain the lead. And a low-scoring affair here, just 2 goals scored, 1 on each side, so we are tied at 1. And stay tuned at halftime. We're going to have new head coach, Tim Saradellis. Baden with some space and scores! Beautiful move, and of course he is a left-hander, so the move to the left. Got underneath Stone's stick. And Mackay Baden puts the Whalers on top 2-1. And as you may have heard, nice hard shot by Mackay Baden. 2:40 left here in the second quarter. And the Whalers regain the lead on Mackay Baden's goal. That's his 6th of the year. Let's see if Evans was a little early on the draw there, so he will not win the control on that one. Pembroke on the attack. Loses the ball. And gobbled up on defense by Nantucket. Let's see if they can get the clear. Blois looking deep. He's got a man at midfield. Over to Chambers. And the Whalers gain the turnover. Nice play on defense and good passing through midfield to get the possession. And the Whalers look to expand on their 2-1 lead here as we inch closer to halftime. Just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Blois makes a move. Halleck, low power shot, deflected up top. Blois will chase after and gather. Blois easily gets by Halleck. unable to take advantage of the space Blois created. Low shot by Chambers, stopped by Stone. He was down there on that one. Pembroke looks to get a clear. Nice physical play by Cole Chambers. Kroon loses it momentarily, but gets it back. Loses it again. And the scrum ensues. Flipped up. Nobody knew where it was except for Justin Zadroga, who was able to momentarily gain some space. And a little too aggressive. Not sure who got called on the infraction. Oh, and there's a flag. Looks like maybe a Whaler player said something that the Stripes did not enjoy. So that'll be a penalty on Justin Rothke for Nantucket. 32nd infraction. And Pembroke will take advantage and go on the power play here for 30 seconds. And it is under a minute to play here in the first half. Loose ball, Blois battling for it. Zadroga unable to control. And finally, Pembroke comes away with it. Here's a shot, wide of the goal, as teams are back to full strength. 34 seconds left in the first half. See if the Whalers can hold here and take a 2-1 lead into halftime. And a loose, bad pass. Williams scoops it up. Hounded by Blois. Williams makes a move. Looking to get some space on that right side. Down to 10 seconds. Going to have to be a quick shot here if Pembroke's going to get one off. They do, and Boucher with the net. Scoops it, or grabs it out of air, and that will do it for the first half of play. Whalers hold on and will go to halftime with a 2-1 lead, as they have in the last 3 games. Let's see if they can continue along for another 24 minutes here and come away with a big victory against a very quality team. We're going to take a quick break here and see if we can get new head football coach Tim Saradellis on the mic here, and we can maybe talk some football. Thanks very much for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. We'll be right back here. We have reached halftime. Whalers up 2-1. Out to Perry for 3, good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Whalers streak ahead, 2-on-1, shot, score! That got inside the post. Quick player, Whalers shot, save, Paul Allen! 2-1, puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Blois! Front, gotta score! The card check was able to lift it up above LaBelle. Third dribble, pass. Quincy Sullivan with a good looking shot and hit. Gets in and scores! Halleck denies again. Shot saved, Griffin Starr. Into it. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead, shot, score! Just like that, baby! That's what I'm talking about. We'd like to welcome you back, and we have reached halftime here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. 2-1, the Whalers are up here against a very good Pembroke team. Been a defensive battle. Both goalies have played well. And we're happy to announce that we have brand new head football coach with us, Tim Saradellis. Congratulations, Tim. You got to be very excited.
Very excited. Very excited. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, a pleasure. Now, for the folks that don't know, give us a little history of playing career, coaching career. What you've been roaming the sidelines here for quite some time. And,
I have, right. Yeah, so I graduated the class in '97.
Yeah.
Playing for Coach Capizzo and his staff for those 4 years. Joined the football staff in 2009 with John Alwisi, who came back to teach and coach. He was a longtime friend of mine. We grew up together. So he got me into coaching and got me doing something I didn't think I would ever do.
Yeah.
And it's just taken from there. I took 2 years off in a transition to the Cyrus Pierce Middle School, but other than that, it's been my majority of my focus outside the classroom for that duration of that time.
That's great. Must have been just a treat to be under Coach Vito and what he represents for not only Nantucket football, but Massachusetts state football. I mean, he is just a legend. And
right.
Is there any pointers that he kind of gave you, or something that stuck with you that you've now still instill?
Right. Yeah. So I would say not so much specific things he did, but the idea of creating a culture, which he did from the 60s on, which spans back to even before my father. So
sure.
Not so much specific tactics or details, but the fact you can do that and you can make something that important and that significant in our students' lives it kind of opens your eyes to the potential.
Yeah.
So if you can focus your efforts on it, you can bring something like that and more to our student population, which is much needed after what we've been through. So for sure, his ability to create that culture on this island and make this an island focused on something like that and giving kids something that's important in their lives is something that you can build off of for sure. So very appreciative to have worked, to have been under him for those 4 years and growing up over at the Boys and Girls Club and always having those aspirations to go play for Coach Capizzo. That idea of having that focus, that one pointed focus as a young kid is pretty powerful.
Yeah,
and it gets lost with a lot of the distractions and the social media piece. It's like, well, these kids are sort of wandering aimlessly at times. So to give them, this is my goal.
Yeah.
Right. And instill that in a kid at a young age that I have a goal. This is what I have to do to get to that goal and accomplish that goal. So, and then provide a supporting staff to help them do that is really what I'm focused on and what I took away from my experience with Coach Capizzo. And what John Alwisi brought back when he was here, and kind of brought that momentum back for his 2 years.
The connection with the kids has really been noticeable, even on our end, on the outside. It's a tight knit group, and you've had over the last few years that I've been covering you guys. It's a very tight knit group, and that stems from the top. And so congratulations for doing that, because you guys are making a difference in kids' lives. I mean,
I hope so.
It's amazing, and it's a testament to Coach Capizzo and that culture that you're talking about. That so many of his graduates are still coaching, and still involved in the game, and still passionate about the game. Beyond football as well, and it's I mean, Whaler sports is, again, it's a nation now. You know what I mean? It is Whalers Nation, and we're proud to be a small part of it, and we look forward to some great play. As far as looking forward, obviously, pretty big class graduating with some high talent, between the Boyces and Bodens. So you got some pieces to replace, but still a lot of talent. Give us a little preview of what maybe we can see.
I have, when I say love for those boys that left, it's not, it's authentic. It's like father-son love. So
high quality
it's
kids.
Hard when any player leaves, regardless of their role on the team, because you put so much time into the program and what you're trying to do. So they're all part of that puzzle. But talent-wise, that's a big one for sure. So it's interesting because it's sort of a double-edged sword. You lose that talent, but next year the talent's more evenly dispersed. Which, as a coach, especially a play caller, an offensive play caller, there's a little less sleepless nights of, I hope, that Justin's feeling well today. I hope Makai's, ankle is okay, or the Devontae's and the Trains, and Caden Shea and Jay-Z. You go through the whole list of those players that really stood out on a defensive side or special team side, whatever phase, and you're kind of going, oh, but this class coming in is a high football IQ group. And that's more important to me than the athlete piece. There's athletes as well, but their knowledge of the game and their willingness to be coached is we're increasing in that aspect. And for me, that's more important than the talent piece, because we can teach the rest of that stuff.
Sure.
We can't teach Justin speed. We'll make do. We have strategies for that. But so that's a challenge. But the first goal is to build a culture, bring in values, and bring in something these kids can strive for. So what that does is takes less weight off having that stud athlete that you depend on, and making it more about just everyone doing their job.
Right.
And it being team efforts and team wins. So I'm not concerned, but from a love perspective, it's hard.
Absolutely.
But from a coaching perspective, I'm extremely excited. I think we have a little more momentum going into this year than we did last year. Believe it or not, it's hard when you look on a roster.
Yeah.
But I think next year I'm a little more optimistic about our chances to compete against those tougher teams than I was last year.
Again, we've been talking about it through the spring and even the winter. These schedules, you guys are playing big schools, no matter what the sport is. They're all bigger.
Right.
And so that is the challenge. Obviously, for the postseason thing, you're trying to make it not only a good showing. You want to get wins and losses, obviously.
Right.
You want to get wins.
Right.
But to get those points. Now we're worried about the points and the top 16
and the spreads and maximizing your points.
It hasn't made your job any easier.
No, it doesn't.
Sure,
it's definitely a strategy game. This year we're subject to a different structure with our schedule because of a league restructuring. It's temporary. It's 1 year, but it brings in some teams that we probably wouldn't typically go run out and try and play.
Yeah.
It's great competition. I'm excited, but if I'm sitting back when I'm a chess player trying to strategically put my team in the best place to be in the playoffs, the schedule might not be that, but it is what it is.
Yep.
I have no issue with it. It just means we have to step it up. But there's some tough
and there's
teams.
Opportunities. I mean,
It's
you
great
come up with an upset
That's why
there.
I'm fine. I love it. I love it. So, and the points can weigh in your favor where if you get the loss, but you still keep it tight. I mean, there's more to it than the wins and losses. But
you're more like a college coach now.
Right.
You're worried about not getting blown out.
Yeah, it's really about the culture and just building that attitude that stuff takes care of itself for the most part.
That's awesome.
If you can instill that properly.
Well, I can't wait for September. It's going to be fantastic. Good luck on getting the kids conditioned over the summertime.
I appreciate it.
Enjoy. This is going to be a great second half here. We're down 2-1, and we're looking forward to hopefully the Whalers pulling this one out and getting on the W side. As you said, they're 3-6.
Right.
A win would be fantastic, but the playing
right now
is what Coach Aloisi is definitely concentrating on. But again, thanks for joining us, Coach, and best of luck.
I appreciate it.
Look forward to some football here very shortly.
All right, I appreciate
Thanks
it.
very much.
Thank you. Take care.
Awesome.
Red bleachers. It tripped me out the whole time. I'm like,
That's one of our tricks. And we are underway here. A quick halftime. And again, thanks to Coach Tim Saradellis for joining us here, and best of luck on the upcoming football season. But we've got ourselves a great matchup here. 2-1 the score, and the Whalers on the draw control. And set up the offense, looking to add to their lead. Tedeschi surveying behind the net, and the Whalers will get a play here as it goes over to Bodden, who has one of the 2 goals scored. Cole Chambers, the other goal scorer for Nantucket. And here's Bodden looking to make an individual move. He's stopped and talking about individual moves. Here's Blois. And sprinting through. Had Bodden cutting through the zone. Unable to find him. Halleck. Plenty of weapons for the Whalers. Just a matter of getting some space. Pembroke has played solid defense. Unable to get Chambers. Scrum ensues. Blois knocks it through. Knocks it loose, I mean. Halleck now battles. And a whistle. And it'll be a holding on Pembroke. Whalers will get possession here. 10-20 and counting. Quick turnover. As the fog rolls in. And scooped up by Halleck. He blasts through the defense. Oh, Chambers unable to handle it cleanly. And Pembroke able to get the turnover. Looked like he was lining up for a shot and did not get it cleanly. And Halleck with another turnover. So 2 quick turnovers by Pembroke. See if the Whalers can take advantage with the extra possession. As the puck is just rolled on in. You can see it sifting by. Oh, Murphy goes through 2 guys and loses it. Bodden unable to shake it loose. And Pembroke still loose and unable to take control of the possession. Mackay Bodden on the sprint. And he will get it into the attack zone for the Whalers. Michael Culkins sprints in for Coach Aloisi. Bodden, similar to the move that he made on the goal. Wide pass, Tedeschi trying to save it. Does so. To Camden Knapp. Chambers thought about it. Whizzes a pass over to Blois. And it's Bodden behind the net. 2-1 our score. 8:30 left here in the third quarter. And the Whalers have had their struggles in the last few games here in the third quarter in streaks of goals by the opposition. Nauset was able to roll off 10 straight. Here's Blois with a move. Low shot, deflected up front. And it'll be Pembroke with possession. Looked like it went off a defender, but Pembroke gets the call. And Kroon looks to put it in over to Stone, the goalie. And he will walk it up as we have reached the 8-minute mark here in the third quarter. And that's Kanya for Pembroke, who looks to advance against Culkins. Pembroke gets it set up. Whalers up 2-1. We're in the third quarter here. Thanks again for joining us here in the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. There's Williams. Gets through 2 defenders. Good ball control, but unable to get a shot. Nice defense by the Whalers. Culkins and Zadroga with that long stick, able to ward off Williams, who has the goal for Pembroke. Again, Kanya, who I would compare to Sean Murphy on our team. He plays defense and then goes on the attack as well. Looks to make an individual move. Oh, behind the back shot that Boucher was unable to corral. Went right over his shoulder and into the net. Nice shot by Kanya. And Pembroke ties it up here at 2. Midway through the third quarter. And Pembroke with a win on the draw control. Here's Williams with some space. Knocked loose. Zadroga, nice play. But it'll be Pembroke on the Whaler infraction, gaining possession. And a low shot goes wide. That was Brandon Perry, number 6, sophomore attacker for Pembroke with the shot. Kanya back to Williams. The 2 goal scorers for Pembroke. 2-2 our score here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. Just over 6 minutes left. Williams going against two defenders. Murphy, and he's able to break up the play. And able to scoop it up on the run. Stepped out, unfortunately. Good play by Murphy on the defensive side of things, but unable to take advantage and turn it into a possession. And Pembroke takes over. Shot goes well over the goal. That was number 16, Nick Flame, senior midfielder for Pembroke with the shot. Nice snag off the ground by 34 Kenya. Double team. Pass goes through, and that should be, oh, Pembroke gets the call. Looked like Nantucket was able to get there, but Pembroke puts it in. Loose again. That's Perry. He's got some space. And a deflection goes through, and it will once again remain Pembroke possession, but good defense. Nice deflection by Zadroga, and Griffin Starr in on that one for the Whalers defensively. New player at the top, Jacob Tynan, senior for Pembroke. And it'll be Caden Shea on the infraction for the Whalers. Gets the advance, and he'll look to get some space, and does so. Tedeschi. Here's a shot by Chambers. Just wide. 4:37 to go, tied at 2. Still third quarter. Halleck against Kroon. Even matchup there, a couple of big dudes. Nice move by Halleck to get some space. Shot, save originally. And Pembroke looking for the clear, so Stone up to the task. Oh, nice pick out of midair by Chambers. Tedeschi, nice move to get some space. Shot, saved by Stone with the body. And remains Nantucket possession. So another point-blank shot by Tedeschi. But Stone was up to the task. 4 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Chambers winds up, hits net, hits Stone in the net. So Pembroke with the save. Good shot by Chambers, though. Stone. Loose pass. Picked off by number 9. Rothke for the Whalers. Nice pass. And broken up on the play. That's Jeremy Cast losing the possession. Nice play by the Pembroke defensive players. Williams now looking to get some room. And here's a shot and a score. That's number 16 for Pembroke. Able to find the back of the net. Nick Flame puts Pembroke ahead. And again, it has been the third quarters that have plagued this Whaler team. And they have not scored yet here in the second quarter. Let's see if Evans can get the draw and get things going for the Whalers offensively. Flipped up, and that'll be minor infraction by Pembroke, and Whalers will get it off the infraction, and it's Blois at the top of the zone, but Halleck deflected, Again, Kroon has played solid defense for Pembroke. Chambers. Shots have been far and few between here as defensively it has been solid on both sides. Here's Murphy with a run. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Whalers now find themselves down 3-2 as Pembroke scored twice in the third quarter. Shot goes wide by Halleck. Whalers will look to take advantage of the possession here. Murphy puts it in. Murphy over to Blois. Halleck. Tedeschi tried to sneak in on the cut. Blois. .130 and counting left in the third quarter. Pembroke has scored 2 goals in the quarter. Wide pass. And Chambers able to scoop it up for Nantucket. As Halleck looks to advance, gets a screen by Chambers. He's got some room, low shot. Just wide of the goal. Just over a minute left, 1:07 and counting. Tedeschi, nifty stick move. Oh, pass goes through Halleck. Chambers gets it. He's got some space. Pass, shot, and another nice save by Stone. Getting his big body in the way. Tedeschi draws the flag. Under a minute to play. As the possession continues, Whalers will get a power play here nonetheless, even if they score. So 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Blois going to go. He's got some space. Low shot goes wide. And another flag. So we've got a couple of infractions here to be explained. We'll see what happens here. 20 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Unless the Whalers can come up with a goal here, they will have a 2-man advantage heading into the fourth quarter. So 2 one-minute penalties called on Pembroke. As you can see down in the box there, number 24 and number 2. And let's see if the Whalers can get one. Chambers with a whiz off the post. 15 seconds still left. So Ryan Darby and Andrew Williams. Nope. And 2. David Johnson. Low shot, saved by Stone. Goes over him, it goes in the net! Oh, over the net. Looked like it was in. And Coach Aloisi able to save the possession because they will get it with the 2-player advantage as we head to the fourth quarter. Another very close and competitive game here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. As we head to the fourth quarter, Pembroke able to score twice in the third quarter, which has been the Achilles heel of this Whalers team. Goals by Canyon early in the quarter. And number 16 for Pembroke, Nick Flame, putting Pembroke up 3-2, but the Whalers will have a 2-man advantage here to begin things with about 40 seconds left on each of those penalties. So some strategizing here by the Whalers to begin things here in the fourth quarter as they look to tie it up here. And we'll take a moment here on the NSC. We'll join you in just about a minute for the fourth quarter of play here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. Whalers now down 3-2 to Pembroke.
Back out to Perry for three. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Whalers streak ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post. The clear Whalers shot. Save! Paul Allen! Face 2-1. Puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyce! Front. Gotta score! The card check was able to lift it up above LaBelle. Third dribble. Pass. Quincy Sullivan with a good looking shot and hits. Gets in and scores! Halleck denies. Halleck denies again. Shot saved. Griffin Starr. Into it. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead, shot, score! Just like that, baby! That's what I'm talking about.
We'd like to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium, where your Nantucket Whalers enter the fourth quarter down just one, 3-2 to Division III Pembroke Titans, playing out of the Patriot League. They will begin the fourth quarter with a two-man advantage here. Chambers with a whiz. Shot save. Stone able to get the net down. Clear to midfield. Zadroga unable to get it cleanly. Flips it forward. And a flag as Zadroga guilty of the push. Let's see if it's a minute infraction or just a 30-second. 1 minute infraction by Zadroga. So Whalers will have a power play for another 14 seconds, but Pembroke has possession. Griffin Starr actually guilty of the penalty. So the Whalers now down 3-2, unable to really take advantage of the two-man advantage. And Pembroke puts it in play. Danyon sprints through.
Good. Hey, we're good. Be set. Steady. Get in. Get in.
And Pembroke coach calls timeout. It's Coach Dave Bostwick for Pembroke, and he saves the possession. And now they will get things reset with a 44-second power play for Pembroke, looking to add to their 3-2 lead. Whalers going to have to come up with some big defensive stands here and turn defense into offense. They've only mustered 2 goals, and those were in the first quarter. And it has been a solid defensive effort by Pembroke, and they've taken advantage of one power play earlier on in the third quarter. scoring twice in the quarter. Now looking to add to their lead here in the fourth and final frame. Thanks for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Stay tuned. We've got girls varsity lacrosse taking the field here just after this. They play host to the Clippers of Falmouth, looking to rebound from a loss on Thursday evening to Cape Cod Academy. And here's Pembroke putting it in play again on the power play. Williams off the stick, flame, but scooped up. By Perry. Flame. Here's a shot. Well over the net. It remains Pembroke possession. Just 6 seconds left on the power play. And Whalers back to full strength. 10:25 and counting in the fourth quarter. Whalers down 3-2. Loose underneath. Trip, and that'll be an infraction. Play continues. Oh, nice move. Shot goes high, and that'll stop things with 9:57 left to go. Looks like Justin Rothke guilty of the trip as he jogs off. Griffin Starr looking to get in there. A 1-minute penalty. So again, going to take some good defense to stay in this thing and keep it to a 1-goal game. Exterior passing. Williams against Blois. Kanya. Williams. And another timeout called by Pembroke. Coach Dave Bostwick wants to keep the possession and get something out of it here. His team is up 3-2 over the Whalers. 9:21 left to play, and we've got another very competitive, tight matchup here. The Whalers unfortunately lost 7-6 to Falmouth in a very similar type atmosphere, where they gave up the lead in the third quarter, unable to make a comeback to tie it up in the fourth, but 24 seconds left on the man advantage for Pembroke. So the Whalers are going to have to come up with a defensive stop here and then turn it into some offense if they look to tie it up here, maybe send it into overtime. Either way, it's been a fantastic game. Again, a defensive battle here this afternoon. We're looking for a little more offense later on this afternoon from the girls varsity, as they're averaging nearly 12 goals a game. They will be hosting the Clippers from Falmouth right here just around 1 o'clock, depending on whether this thing goes into overtime or not. We've got 9 minutes and 21 seconds left in regulation from Vito Capizzo Stadium here, as the boys varsity lacrosse team looks to hold here on defense and get a goal and tie it up here. Williams. Flame. Back to Williams at the top. Pass goes through and somehow finds the net. Looked like it was tipped by number 17, Nate Holmes, as he got a stick on it. And it gets through Boucher. So now a 2-goal lead for Pembroke. And every possession now becomes all the more important. It's going to start with Cole Evans here on the draw. See if he can get control. But just as they did against Falmouth, they've fallen behind 2 here in the latter portion of the game. 9:06 left, so plenty of time for the Whalers to mount a comeback, but it's going to have to start right here. And it'll be Bodden looking to scoop it up. And Cole Evans does his job. Draw control 1. Makai Bodden. Getting the alignment set up. He makes a sprint. Token defense. Halleck behind the net. Tedeschi. Murphy back to Tedeschi. Halleck behind the net. Kroon has been solid on defense all day. Halleck makes a move. And a shot over the shoulder and a score by Jack Halleck. Nice to see him getting back into the mix. Unable to find the net against Falmouth, but he brings the Whalers back within 1. Huge goal scored there by Jack Halleck. Nice physical move against a very good defender in Kroon for Pembroke. And as you can see, the Whalers draw back within 1, 4-3 with 8:18 to go. Let's see if Cole Evans can get it back here. And he does. Gathers the possession off the draw control. Chambers up to Halleck. Tedeschi. Back to Murphy. And the Whalers get it set up. Here's a shot by Hanlon. Goes over the net. Tried to bounce it low right in front of Stone. Just a bit over the mark on the bounce. Halleck brings it in once again against Kroon. See if he can do the same. Uses the net. And Boyce now gets it back up top. He makes a move on Williams. Shot in front, quick shot by Murphy. Hanlon gathers it, unable to get a clean shot. And with 7 minutes, 23 seconds, flag down. It looks like Williams called for the hold there on Pembroke, so it'll be a man advantage for Nantucket. Thirty-second man advantage now for Nantucket, looking to tie it up after they've fallen behind 2 goals in the 4th quarter. 4-3 the score. 7:23 to play. It'll be Makai Bodden to put it in for the Whalers. Back to Murphy behind the net. Chambers, that's his spot. See if he can get some space. Switches up with Halleck. Unable to pull the trigger. Bodden. Over to Tedeschi. 10 seconds left. Got to get a shot here. Halleck. Chambers. Bodden pulls the trigger. Wide. But teams will be back at full strength here as Pembroke's PK does their job. Whalers going to have to find a way to get it in the net here if they're going to extend this game. 6:45 and counting in the 4th quarter. Halleck surveys behind the net. Double teamed. And another good stop by Stone. Oh, almost. And we've got a 1-minute penalty coming up against Pembroke once again. Looks like Kroon was called for the slash as you hear the referee. So he will sit for a minute, and once again, the Whalers will have an opportunity with a man up. 6:28 to go. Good teams take advantage of these types of opportunities. Let's see if the Whalers can do so. They have scored on the power play earlier in the game. Chambers whizzes it. Look out. Oh, my. Let's hope that didn't hit somebody. Cole Chambers with a rifle. Goes back towards some folks there. Looks like everybody's all right. Chambers with it once again. Little give and go. Back and forth with Murphy. Halleck lines it up and sends it wide. Still 35 seconds left on the power play. Tedeschi over to Halleck. Halleck winds it up, low shot, blocked in front. Bodden pushed, no flag. Chambers gains the possession or regains possession. Halleck thought about it. Bodden, Tedeschi, Chambers. Oh man, that is a laser just over the net. Again, couldn't pay me enough money to play goalie in lacrosse. Without any padding, that ball hurts. I don't care who you are. Here's Chambers again with some space. Save made by Stone with the stick. Pass over the mark. Scooped up by Bodden. Teams are back at full strength, but it is Whalers with possession. Just over 5 minutes to go. Nice catch by Halleck. Over to Chambers. Whalers looking to tie it up, down 4-3 here. We're in the fourth quarter to play. Waning moments here. Chambers makes a nice move, gets some space, shot, saved, unable to get the rebound. And Bodden scoops it up cleanly. Pass in front, unable to connect with Camden Knapp. And Pembroke now looking for the clear. Zadroga knocks it forward to Chambers, who gathers it up. Nice play. Halleck scores to tie it up. Great pass by Cole Chambers. Chambers with the assist to Halleck. And we're tied at 4 from Vito Capizzo Stadium. .4:28 to play. Cole Evans has come up huge here in the fourth quarter with the draw control. We could use another one here. 4:28 to play. Tied at 4. How you like it, Whalers Nation? And Pembroke actually with the control. Williams sprints ahead. He's got a goal this afternoon for Pembroke. And the Titans look to take advantage. Nice fake. Here's some room. Shot well wide. The Whalers going to have to come up with some defense here if they can hold it to a 4-4 tie. Oh, we had a flag down. I didn't see that, and unfortunately it looks like Cole Evans guilty of the slash. So the Whalers will now be down a man for a minute. 4:11 left in the fourth quarter. So the PK unit's going to have to come up big here for the Whalers if they're looking to keep this thing tied up. Williams hounded by Blois. Pass in the middle, unable to handle it. And the Whalers, Justin Rothke able to get it, and he plants it back to Boucher. Whalers look to get the clear, use some clock here. Nice pass up ahead. Tedeschi Halleck's got some space behind the net. But the Whalers should hold it here to use up the clocks. 15 seconds still on the power play for Pembroke. Blois over to Baden. Looks like the PK unit will do their job as the seconds count off. It'll be Hanlon entering the game. And the Whalers with possession looking to take the lead here. Baden, some space. Pass in front. Halleck scores again. That's a hat trick in the fourth quarter for Halleck. Great pass by Mackay Baden with the assist. Tremendous character shown by the Whalers coming back from 2 down in the fourth to take the lead. Still 3 minutes to play. But great action here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. Evans battling for the draw once again. Up. And let's see what the call is. Looks like the hand is up and it'll be blue possession. Blois guilty of the aggressive play. So Pembroke now finds themselves down 1 after 3 straight goals scored by Jack Halleck in the fourth quarter. 2:40 and counting. Coach Bostwick calling out the play. And there's a shot, goes wide, still loose. Nice recovery by Pembroke. Pass behind the net. 2:15. Precious seconds ticking off here as Pembroke down 1. Pass in the middle, deflected. Shot over the net. 1:47 in with the clock stoppage. Pembroke still with possession, looking to tie it up. Bad pass. But good recovery. Flame with some room. Here's a shot. Save! Boucher, another shot off the post! 1:20 and counting. Cole Evans. Shot, save! Boucher! 3 straight to keep the Whalers ahead with 1:18 to go. And a timeout called by the Whalers. Gonna get the defense set up. I thought we had high drama against Falmouth. It doesn't get any better than this, kids. 5-4, Whalers up. Looking to hold the lead. 1 minute, 17 seconds left in the game. As Jack Halleck has exploded here in the fourth quarter, scoring 3 times. The last goal giving the Whalers the lead again as Cole Chambers got the assist. He's got a goal and an assist on the day as Mackay Baden also with a goal and an assist. As the Whalers look to close it out here, they have been very close in a couple of games here and hoping to avoid a last-minute lapse here and close this one out against a very quality opponent. Again, stay tuned as we will bring you the girls varsity lacrosse game right after this. They're supposed to tip at 1. That will not happen, especially if Pembroke's able to tie it up and send this thing into overtime, but we will bring it to you as soon as it goes off. Looks like we're skipping lunch here, Shawnee. So both teams breaking the huddles here. And Pembroke will put it in. Down to 1 minute to play. Good defense by the Whalers. Looking for a pass in front, goes through the crease. Good defense by Rothke. 45 seconds and counting. Loses the ball. Murphy able to get it. Let's see if the Whalers can get it clear. He's got it. Clears the attacking zone of Pembroke. And the Whalers can hold on to it here. Under 30 seconds and counting. Halleck. Tedeschi as the seconds tick off. 10 seconds to go. Chambers. 5 seconds. Shea looks back. The Whalers are going to win. 5-4 the final. Boucher, unbelievable in net. And finally the Whalers are able to get that long-awaited W here at home. They have battled a very tough schedule and moved to 4-6 as the boys celebrate here on Vito Capizzo Stadium. The girls are up next. 5-4 our final. Thanks for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connection presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. We'll be back here momentarily for the girls varsity squad taking on the Clippers from Falmouth High School. And best of luck goes out to our softball team as they are taking on Millis High School across the way over at the softball fields. But congratulations to our Whalers as they trot off to celebrate a 5-4 win. Once again, thanks very much to our sponsors, the Nantucket Golf Club, Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, and of course, our Nantucket Booster Club. I am Chris Morris for Sean Davis and the Nantucket Sports Connection. You've been watching Nantucket Whalers Athletics. 5-4 the final. Whalers win.